everyone, it's Sonia. Welcome back to my channel. Today what I wanted to do for you guys was a review on my Speedy 30 Bandouliere. I've had this bag now in my collection for over a year, and so I have really been enjoying having her in my collection. I'm really happy that I have her. And so I thought I would just give you guys a quick review on some of the details of this bag and kind of how I like to use it. And yeah, so let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to go ahead and tilt the camera down so that you guys get a better view of the bag, and I think that's it. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so this is the beautiful Speedy B Bandouliere in the Damier Ebene print. It features the treated cowhide leather in brown, and it's made out of 3 pieces of canvas. So you have one piece of canvas here on this side, another piece on this side, and then this is one continuous piece of canvas that goes all the way around to the other side. So this is the bag, and let me go ahead and measure it for you. As you guys know, this is the Speedy B30, so the 30 stands for 30 centimeters across. So let's see if you guys can see that in the camera here. This is 30 centimeters here, and let's see. So if we flip it over, I have inches on the other side for us Americans, and that measures in at 11.5 inches. And then from the height, we'll go ahead and do from the height here. It is approximately 26 centimeters high, and if I go ahead and flip that over, that is going to be about 10 inches in height. So maybe you can see that better on the sides. Here for the depth of the bag, I'll go ahead and do here are the dimensions here. In centimeters, this is looking at right around 18.5 centimeters in depth. And if I flip that over in inches, we're looking at right about 7 inches in depth. Okay. So since this is the Bandouliere version, it has this piece of treated vachetta leather along with the brass hardware here so that you can attach the strap. So I go ahead and open the bag. So you can see the brass hardware here on the top. Beautiful gold brass hardware along with the zipper. And this is the new model. You can tell because it has the puffy little vachetta tabs right here. I think in the older models they were flat. So these are puffy, and I did have my initials hot stamped on this bag as well. So if you go ahead, after a year, the tabs, these brass tabs, look in pretty good condition. You can see I do have a little tiny bit of chipping on them. I think, just from using them, almost, I think I use this bag probably every other week, probably. So that's not bad for in a year. And I apologize for my nails, guys. Sorry about that. I'm kind of letting my nails breathe a little before I go in and get a new set. So anyways, please disregard my nails. But anyway, so here they are. As far as the straps, as the handles go, they are in still very, very good condition. I don't see any kind of nicks or anything. The inside of the glazing is beautiful. You can see that here. It looks really good. And the other side as well. I don't see any kind of, I don't see any kind of nicks, chips, scratches, anything. And here's the inside of that glazing on that handle. And just so that you guys can see, let's see, on one of these ends, yes, here we go. I don't know if the camera is going to pick this up, but on the inside here you should be able to see the 30. That's hot stamp, or that's embossed in the vachetta leather there. It should say 30. So anytime you guys are looking at key balls or the Speedy bags or anything like that, they will have the number of the bag printed here on the inside. So if you're looking at a key ball, a duffel bag, they should tell you whether it's a 45, a 50, 55, 60, etc. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and unzip it here at the top. And this features the beautiful red interior. I actually have the strap in here, so we'll get to this in a minute. But this bag features the gorgeous red interior, as you can see there. beautiful. I think such a beautiful bag. The coloring, it's, you know, the chocolate brown with the dark brown, and then just to see this pop of red against that is just beautiful. So here on the inside you have some more Vachetta tabs here. This one actually has a D-ring attached to it, so if you have a pochette Matisse or a mini pochette, you can go ahead, or any kind of wallet with a chain, even your key clay that has the little key ring on it, you can go ahead and attach that to your D-ring on the inside of your bag for easy access. And then on this other side, it has the beautiful pocket, zipper pocket. So this is another new addition to these bags, to the newer version. They went ahead and added a zipper onto the interior pocket, so that's really cool for added security of your items. But on this one, I see absolutely no chipping. It's still in beautiful condition. I have to admit, I pretty much leave this unzipped while I am using this bag. What I like to do with this bag is easily slip in my iPhone. I have an iPhone 6, and let's see if I can get to it. I'll go ahead and show you. So it slips in no problem at all, and in fact you still have plenty of room in there. So I carry around a work phone as well, so I can go ahead and drop that in, and you can see it, no problem at all. I can easily fit some other stuff in there. But anyway, so I usually keep my cell phone in this pocket, so for easy access, since you guys know the reputation of the Speedy bags, they can become a black hole, so it's nice to have this pocket. Alright, something else I wanted to show you while I have this pocket out, and that is going to be the date code for this bag. So you can see the date code on this one. It might be a little hard to pick up on the camera, but this is SD2176. So that is my date code for this particular bag, which means it was made in the 27th week of 2016, and this bag was made in the US. So let me see if I can find. So this one is going to be a little difficult to get to as far as showing you. Maybe I can kind of pull it out here, but now that they're made in the US, they typically come with this cloth interior tag. Let's see if I can pick this up on camera so you can see here down on the inside. Gosh, this is really hard to get to. It says, what does it say? It says made in the USA, imported materials. So I'm actually holding it upside down, so there, hopefully that's a better view for you guys. All right, so that is sewn into the inside of one of the corners of the bag. So now let's move on to the strap for this beautiful bag. I'll put the bag out of sight for just a second. So this is the strap. So I also have the lock for the bag. So it also comes with this little tiny lock. So pull it out here. It's this very cute little brass hardware lock with the set of keys. There you go. So just turn it and you can attach this to the bag if you wish. Initially when I did purchase this bag, I did actually have the lock. So I did have it hanging here on the bag, but I did start to notice that this brass lock tends to oxidize a lot faster than the rest of the hardware here on the bag. So I'm not sure if it's made of a different type of material, different, you know, the metal itself is a little different from the actual hardware that they use on the bag. I think it is because this one is a lot shinier than the brass hardware on the bag itself. So I think that that's, sometimes I hear that complaint from people that they wish that the gold colors matched on the rest of the hardware as well. But anyhow, I started to notice that this oxidized a lot faster, in which case it started to develop a little bit more of like the black residue from just being used, you know, from hanging and rubbing, you know, the metals start to create this black powder kind of substance thing. So anyways, I just got a little nervous and I didn't really want any kind of wear to start happening on the bag itself. So I went ahead and I just removed the lock because I really don't use it. I know that sometimes people use the lock here on the top. Maybe they leave it attached to one of the zipper pulls. So sometimes they can use it like that. Other ways that I've seen it, they also put it here on the side of the bag, which is kind of cute as well. However, what I noticed is when I use it, if you leave it like that, you know, no problem. But what I noticed is when you're using it with the strap and the lock tend to sometimes collide with each other, or if it's like that, you know, I don't know, I'm kind of weird about that, but I just don't want them rubbing together and scratching up either one, you know, whether it's the lock or the clasp on this strap. So I chose just to take it off of my bag, so I just store it in its little dust bag that it came in. Isn't this so cute, this tiny little dust bag? So very cute. So that's where I keep it. As far as the strap goes though, the strap is actually made out of 3 pieces of treated vachetta leather. So here they are. Let me go ahead and take apart this one. So you can choose to use just these 2 straps, which is how I primarily carry this bag. It makes it more of a shoulder length bag, if you will. And for some reason or other, I just find that it's a lot easier to carry that way. Or you can opt to put in the 3rd strap, which is let me see. I'll go ahead and put it on the longest setting so we can get a measurement for you guys. So if you use it with the 3rd strap, you can go ahead and use this bag as a crossbody bag, which is a great function or added feature, especially if you're traveling with this bag. And these Speedy 30s, I mean, they can hold a ton. So I fit a lot of stuff in here, and I've debated whether I want to purchase the Speedy 25, but I gotta say, I don't know that I would fit everything in a 25. And you know, as cute as it is, I think I will definitely probably stick with my size 30, especially with the boys, with the kids. You know, I always tend to have to pack snacks and diapers, and you know, even if I want to carry their drinks with me, etc. So I am going to do the shoulder drop of this bag for you. So with the 3rd, on the longest setting, with the 3rd strap, or the 3rd piece of leather in the strap, the drop on this bag measures in at 23 inches or 59, pretty much 59 centimeters in the shoulder drop. So that's quite a bit. Let me see, I'll go ahead and put this on for you guys so you can see it kind of crossbody, and so you can get an idea of what it looks like on me. And just for reference, I am 5'6", almost 5'7", so there it is on my frame. I am definitely on the curvy side, so just to give you guys an idea. So there it is. It's really, really a beautiful bag. I'll show you guys from the back. Really, really cute bag. I really like it. When we're traveling, I do like to use it crossbody. That way I'm hands-free and I can kind of just go wherever. However, during the week, when I'm at work and whatnot, I prefer to use it with the shoulder strap, only because sometimes when and maybe I walk crooked, maybe that's my problem, but somehow when I'm walking down the hall at work, I'll run into the wall and it'll scrape my bag, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I did that. So anyways, you will see, show you, let me take it off so you can see. I do have some wear in the corners from times like that when that happens, so you can see here on the vachetta leather, the piping here, you'll see that I do have a little bit of scratch marks on my bag. So, and it's just on that side because that typically, oh, I do have a little bit on this side too. But that's really when that happens, is when I get too close to a wall, it kind of scrapes against it. So anyways, so let me go ahead and take out the middle strap so you guys can see the bag. I'm wearing it on my shoulder. So I'll go ahead and take this out really quick. Alright. And I guess I'll put it on the longest setting so that way you guys can get a good feel for how long this measures. Alright. So let me get my little tape measure. So again, looking at the shoulder drop here, this is measuring at, so I would say 32.5 centimeters and about 13 inches from the shoulder drop. So there you go. So I'll go ahead and put this one on so that you guys can see this. Tilt the camera up a little so you can kind of see how this looks as a shoulder bag. And like I mentioned, this is primarily how I wear it on, you know, on an everyday kind of look. And I did put it on the longest setting, so you guys can see here from the camera. I typically wear it on the second hole, so I'm going to go ahead and move that and show you. It's just a little bit more comfortable. It's not quite as long, so I find that it has a better feeling to it, especially when the bag is full. I think that it hits me at the right place where it feels comfortable to where I'm walking. You know, it's not going to slip off my shoulder or anything like that. Yeah, so I really like this Speedy Bandouliere size 30. I think it's the perfect size. It carries a ton. I don't have to worry about downsizing any of my small leather goods or anything like that. And again, like I mentioned, I can just you know, put any kind of small pouch that maybe has some of the boys' stuff, or, you know, whether they want to just put some toys in here or whatnot if we're going to be running errands on the weekend. Also during the winter, I love to just kind of put all of my like scarf and my gloves, just kind of put them, just lay them on top of the bag right here. And it's really easy to reach in and out and just grab those items as well. I can't say enough good things about the Damier Bean canvas print. It's such a carefree bag. I don't have to worry about rain or snow. You know, it's really easy, and even I know it's like total cardinal sin, but even if I place it on the floor, you know, if we're at a restaurant or something and I place it down on the ground, you know, I'm not completely horribly worried about, you know, what's going to happen. These bags, they clean up really nicely with a soft cloth. I just, you know, wet the soft cloth and I'll go over the canvas. You know, there's been a time or two where my boys will get some of their juice, they'll spill their juice on my bag, and, you know, I just get a soft cloth and it wipes up really nice and easy. So, or if you want to use, you can also use alcohol-free baby wipes to kind of wipe down the canvas and clean it from time to time. Because even though these bags look like they're brand new still, I guarantee if I take a baby wipe to it, I'll pick up, you know, you'll probably see some brown residue on there just from, you know, regular daily use. So as far as cons go for this bag, I really have only encountered maybe two. One being the interior. I do find that I have started to notice, you know, where there are, you know, it's starting to look, you can see, definitely see the wear. You know, whether it's, I think it's just dirty, but I think, you know, with these red interiors, it's definitely something that you're going to start to notice after a period of time. So I have definitely noticed that mine does have some wear to it, even though on more often than not occasions I've been using this with my Samorga bag organizer on the inside. So it's a red Samorga bag organizer. I think I featured that in my handbag collection. So even though I use that, I think it's just the fact of you reaching in and out of your bag so often, you know, if you have lotion on your hands or whatever it might be, you know, you're going to start to see some wear of these bags when it comes to that. The other thing that I have noticed that kind of irritates me from time to time is when I just grab this bag, and I think you guys saw it in this video too, when I just pick it up like this, you can see like this little, what do you call this, strap here with the clasps, like this actually pulled up correctly, but look at this side. So see how it tends to hang on right here instead of like that. So I noticed that I'll just throw this bag on my shoulder from time to time and all of a sudden I'll feel that like jerk, kind of like that. And it's just that this little clasp, for whatever reason, doesn't always stand up straight right from the get-go. So, I mean, obviously not a huge con. It's not preventing me from using the bag, but it is something that I noticed, happens from time to time, so I'm not really sure what that is. And if I had to say for a third thing, but I think this is going to be a recurring thing on all Louis Vuitton bags with the brass hardware, would definitely be that interior black residue. So again, just from time to time, if I get a baby wipe, I'll just rub them real, clean them real good, and it takes that black residue right off. So not, definitely not a big deal, but just something that I thought I would mention on the review. So anyways, that's it. That's my review on this beautiful Speedy 30 Bandouliere bag in the damier beam canvas print. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys did, please make sure to give me a thumbs up, and if you have any comments or questions, please leave those down below and I will get back to you. And if you are not a subscriber yet on my channel, please consider doing so. Thank you guys so much for your love and support, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!